Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast where we have to put away our differences on whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's
Oh
not.
yeah.
Um, but but we have to defeat the true evil, which are people who think Edward Scissorhands is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
It's not like
I'm s-
at least Die Hard is in the realm.
yeah,
Edward
I will.
Scissorhands is not.
It takes place at Christmas, so I'll give you that.
Yes. Yes.
Edward Scissorhands has one scene at Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
That's not a
It
Christmas
snows.
movie. It's not, it's not even actually snowing. He's like chopping, he's like
Oh no,
ice
you're right. You're
sculpting,
right.
and then
Yeah.
it causes like flurries.
Yeah.
So no, it's not a Christmas movie, and I will fight
Yeah.
you on that.
Yeah. Anybody who's listening right now that's like screaming at us, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
You're
Because at least
wrong.
Die Hard happens at Christmas.
At
You know what
least
I'm saying?
at least I could agree that it happens at Christmas.
Right. So like
I
if you
don't
watch it at Christmas, it's like, oh yeah, because it's Christmas time in the
yeah.
movie too. Like,
I don't think
oh
that
yeah.
constitutes a Christmas movie personally, but
Yeah.
that's a whole different debate
Yeah.
that we're not having because it's spooky season
Mm-mm.
right now.
Yeah,
But
right. Right. It's too early.
but yeah, Edward Scissorhands, great movie, not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry. Or actually
sorry.
not sorry.
No, I'm
Because
not sorry at all. D-
it's the logical thought process.
Yeah,
So
yeah. If you want to know why I'm talking about this, I was looking at a list of Christmas movies, and Edward Scissorhands was on it, and I was like, "That's not a Christmas movie."
and y'all please don't start saying stuff on Twitter because I don't want to see Freeform starting to play Edward Scissorhands during December.
Oh, my eye will start twitching. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't try to make a point.
I will not watch it. Along with those terrible claymation movies, I will not watch it.
Oh, I'll be watching those.
Kelly, those were bad.
They're classic.
Those were bad. I could force myself to sit through Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but the rest of them are awful.
Oh come on, Santa Claus
The
is coming to town.
It's
A year
awful.
without a Santa Claus.
That one's awful too.
Oh
And I've
my
given them multiple
heart,
chances, Kelly. So it hasn't
my
just been like a one
heart.
and done. Like they're just
No,
bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can have that opinion.
I can,
I'll let
and
you
I
have
do.
that because you don't do
Thanks.
old movies either.
Oh yeah, I don't like most old movies.
Yeah.
anything anything past like 1980, like it's before 1980 is not happening. I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
gosh, you can't even do a '70s movie. I'm dying.
Not usually. Not
So
usually.
the '80s is a hard cutoff.
80s is usually a hard cutoff.
Okay. All right. Because you haven't even seen It's a Wonderful Life, right?
I'm trying.
It's a Christmas movie.
I know it's a Christmas movie. I'm just. I always get that movie and Miracle on 34th Street mixed up.
How?
Is it is It's a Wonderful Life the one where he dies or something? Someone
uh,
dies.
he dies. Yes.
Yes, have not seen it.
Okay.
Just
All right.
recently saw A Miracle on 34th Street, the original one, a couple of years ago.
So I can't interest you in The Bishop's Wife, which is
No, we will be watching, if anything, the Whitney Houston version, The Preacher's Wife. I will not watch The Bishop's Wife when the Whitney Houston version is right there.
Oh come on, Cary Grant's in it.
Who?
He's a beautiful man. Just don't worry about
Who?
it. Cary, I'm not even gonna have this conversation with you.
No, no. I love
Oh
how we
come
spent the
on.
first 5 minutes of this podcast talking about Christmas movies, and it's spooky season.
Well, we did. Oh, we already talked about Halloween movies before we got on here, so
Yes, true,
they didn't
true.
hear it, but it happened.
You didn't hear it, but it happened.
Yeah, yeah. Jordan watched a lot of Halloween movies. We talked about it. We just weren't
Hmm.
recording.
Yeah, I watched an insane amount of Halloween movies in one day
Yeah.
on
Well, I just
October.
rewatched. I just watched Beetlejuice yesterday. That's it.
Yeah,
Because I
I
do.
mean,
I'm a
we have
normal
that
person, and
we have that
well,
in
yeah,
common.
but
We both
yeah,
watched Beetlejuice yesterday.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Because
the
like,
episode we're doing today.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to rewatch it with my mom. She loves Beetlejuice, so
It was on Freeform yesterday,
yes,
so
it was.
great. I did not watch it on Freeform. I watched it on HBO Max.
Oh,
So no commercials.
no
No
commercials.
commercials. How was your week, Kelly?
It was all right. I did a lot more organizing in my room. Obviously, I don't have a lot. Last week, I had a bunch of boxes right here. I've gone through them. Yay.
Hmm. Yay.
Um, but now I'm realizing I need to buy more furniture because
Ooh,
what I
IKEA
have
trip.
currently, yeah, and actually, IKEA is a lot closer to me than it was previously. It wasn't like an hour plus away. It's actually like 30 minutes away, which I'm actually kind of excited for. I haven't been in an IKEA in a very long time.
I've never been to an IKEA.
Really?
Yep, never been.
You're close to the IKEA though,
I
no?
am close to the IKEA. Never been.
Yeah. Oh, you should just go once. It's nice to
Because
just look at the stuff.
because when we actually did have to buy new furniture, my mom worked at a furniture company, and so we just got stuff from
Yeah.
the
Why go
furniture
anywhere
company.
else? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But IKEA is nice. You just because they have everything set up and whatever, and you can like see yourself living in like these spaces, whatever. It's just nice to look at. Maybe it's because
Mhm.
I'm like into like the HGTV stuff too, so it's like
Oh,
nice to
I'm
see
not into
everything
that
set
crap.
up. it's I don't know, certain HGTV shows scratch the
My
brain.
mom loves HGTV, and I don't
So does
get
my
it
mom.
because like anytime like I like sit there and stand there and watch what she's watching, there's
Mhm.
like maybe three styles of interior decorating that they do, and I'm like, okay. And then everyone wants like an open concept house all the time, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, I like different sections of my house. I don't want everything to mesh together.
Yeah, yeah. There should be at least one room where I can just
Yeah.
be by
Do we not
myself.
do we not have doors anymore?
Right.
Are doors not a thing anymore?
They're not. It's 2022. Down with doors.
Down with doors.
Down with
Okay.
doors. Open concepts only.
Ew, I'll kill myself. I can't.
But yeah, figuring this all out is not as fun as you think it would be because you think like, oh, new room, new place, I can decorate it however I want, and then you get there and then you're like overwhelmed, and that's me right now. I'm overwhelmed with all of the options I have right now
Oh,
for my room.
I'm a very basic person. Like when I move, it's gonna be so easy. Like I'm just gonna be like, well, I already have furniture. Most of it is black. We will be keeping it black. Everything will be black. Like
Well,
literally, my
see,
desk is black. My bed frame is black. My
uh-huh,
curtains are black. Like it's gonna be black.
it's just black.
It's
Yeah.
just gonna be black.
Yeah, see, I made the
I'll
mistake of getting a new bed, so now I have to match the rest of my furniture to my bed. So
nope. I'm gonna stay with my black and gray motif. Is that what it's called?
yes.
I will get rid of these brown wooden old shelves I have.
Hmm.
Replace them with black shelves. Maybe switch it up, make them gray shelves. Who
But dark
knows?
gray.
Dark gray.
So they almost look black.
Yes. Have
But
to
technically
match.
the box said gray.
Yes. Have to match the whole thing.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah, so that's oh, I also had to deal with the DMV this week,
ooh,
which
fun.
you know what? Not as bad as I thought it would be.
Probably
I
because
mean,
no one lives there, so you know.
that is true. Honestly, it's all like take a number and I'm all like and like I looked at the rest of the DMV and there's literally like eight other people in line and like I didn't have an appointment. Um
Oh yeah, that's
and
not
so
possible in California.
well, I couldn't make an appointment because it said that my address didn't exist yet. And I'm just like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Like I literally
New
get
home.
packages here."
New home.
Yeah, I mean
The
if you do look
IRS,
up
the DMV has not caught up yet. They're like,
no.
well, hold up.
No, they're like, "What is this address you're giving me?
They're
That's
like, the
an empty
paint
lot
is
somewhere."
still drying. Calm down.
You live in there already? What are you talking about?
He's like, the maps don't update until next month. Calm down.
No, but honestly though, if you do look up my address, it is just an empty lot still. So
That's
to
hilarious.
Google Maps, I don't even exist yet either. Um, but yeah, so I couldn't even make an appointment. But like, yeah, there were only 8 other people that didn't have an appointment, and then the people that did have an appointment, there were like 5 of them, and that was a separate line. And so I think I waited like 45 minutes for what I needed
Even,
to do.
girl, if I went to the DMV right now with an appointment, I would wait more than 45 minutes.
You'd wait for like 2 hours. But you know what? The universal experience though is the people who help you, because she was just not nice.
Oh, yeah. They never are.
I mean, she was an older woman, and like I'll give her her thing, like whatever. She was fast, well, fast, quote unquote. But she was just very short. She was just like asking me for the things that she needed, and she's like, "Oh, I can't take that." I'm like, "Oh, well, online it said you needed something with my address on it." She's like, "Yeah, we just can't take that." I'm like, "Oh,
Okay.
okay." And she's like, "But I will do this for you." I'm like, "Then why didn't you just say that?"
Right?
Why
Why?
didn't you
Why?
follow up your sentence with
Yeah.
"I we can do this instead"? Like,
Yeah.
girl, she was being unnecessarily like mean. I'm like, oh,
Look,
whatever.
DMV people, I understand you have a very stressful job, but like, take
Right,
a chill pill. Take a
right,
chill pill.
right. It'll make your day and my day a lot better if you're just a
Hmm.
tad nicer.
If you come at me nice, I'll be nice to you. You,
Right,
if
exactly.
you're being rude off the bat to me, like I'm going to be hostile the entire
Right,
conversation.
right. If I hear any type of like breath coming out of your mouth, like, or like anything to the effect, I'm no,
Right? I'm gonna match your
not
energy.
right,
Actually, I'm gonna up the energy.
right. I'm gonna up the ante. You want me to fight you? I will. Come out to the
Yeah.
parking lot.
I don't care that you're 67 years old. Like,
Right.
let's fight.
Okay, Terry, come outside.
Come outside.
Drag your
When's your
bones
lunch
out there,
break?
bro.
When's your
Right.
lunch
I'll
break?
wait.
12? I'll wait.
I got time. I'll sit right there by the door. You can
Hmm.
find me there.
I'll be at the bench by the door. You know,
Right.
where they pick up the teenagers for their driving test. I'll be right over there.
I'll be right there. But yeah, DMV is never a lovely experience, even if I did not have to wait that long.
No, I didn't get my real California ID because I didn't want to go to the DMV.
Dude,
So I just got I was like, I have a passport. I'll just get a regular one.
dude, it was so bad when real IDs became a thing, but like before they announced that like you actually had to have one to like travel.
Hmm.
um I had to renew my license, and that was an option, and I like called my mom, and after like googling what the heck a real ID was, I'm like, should I get a real ID? And she's like, no, 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 you're fine, just get a regular driver's license. And then like 6 months later, they're like, everyone needs a real ID. I'm like, what the heck? You could have saved me all this time, and
Yeah,
then the
cause
money it took to renew my license.
yeah, cause to it for people who don't know what a real ID is, so to get a
Yes,
real ID, you have to like go into the DMV to get a real ID,
yes,
and you need to
yeah.
bring like a whole bunch of paperwork and
Oh my
stuff,
gosh.
and the alternative is to get a regular ID and you can just do it online. I was like, I'm just
Hmm.
gonna get my
Yeah.
regular ID.
Yep. Yep.
I
And
was
then
like,
if you do
I
travel,
have,
just bring your passport.
yeah, I'll just bring my passport anytime I travel now. I don't care.
Right.
And then
Right.
COVID happened and then they extended it, so it didn't matter
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. But I actually got a real ID, so I have a cute little star on my driver's license now. Yay.
Yay. I
But
don't.
yeah, they wanted everything short of my left kidney. So
Fine.
yeah, that was
So,
a great experience.
yeah.
What happened to you this week, Jordan?
Oh, it was pretty uneventful. I watched like 3 movies a day at work. Like my letterbox is insane. Like I've watched so many movies, but apparently we're gonna start having work again this week to do. Like we're not gonna be as
Apparently.
apparently, but who knows? And then because I don't think the people at my job realize like the amount of time it takes to do stuff, and so they'll like, you have so much work this week, and then we'll finish it
Oh.
in like a day, and then we'll just be sitting there
You're like, yeah, ooh,
talking,
that was a
listening to
lot.
music, and watching movies, but we're not going to tell them that.
Yeah, of course
We're
not.
we're not gonna tell them that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And then what else happened this week? Um, so I work in like downtown, and there was a strike happening,
Oh yeah.
and these strike people were like, they meant business. They came every single day. They made as much noise as humanly possible. I work on the 17th floor, and we could hear them. Uh, they
Yeah.
they would do their little strike from like 9 a.m. until like 4 p.m. Just
Jeez.
nonstop noise, and I was just like, good for you, good
Yeah.
for you,
Make your point.
make your point.
Go off. Go off.
But yeah, it was a pretty uneventful week. I think later today I'm going to go find my final Halloween costume. I
Ooh,
was gonna do it
yeah.
yesterday, but yesterday was a stay in bed all day, so I'll do it today.
Understandable.
So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. You know what else I'm excited about, Kelly?
What are you excited about?
I'm excited to talk about Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
Yes, this week, if you have not caught on already by both
Right.
the title and the intro, we will be talking about Beetlejuice. And so our movie starts off with Barbara and Adam Maitland, and they're decorating their house, both actual and replica. They have a replica of their house in the entire city.
Yeah. It's a little creepy, but
It's very
it's
creepy.
it's a hobby, I
It's a
guess.
hobby. There are worse hobbies to have.
There are
And
worse hobbies to have.
and so they're on vacation, and a real estate agent comes over, and she's trying to sell their house, but she gets shooed away by them. And they head off to, I believe it's their hardware store,
Yeah, I think it's at least his
because
hardware
it says
store.
Maitland on the hardware
The
store.
hardware store.
And unless the name of the town is Maitland and they just happen to have moved to a town called
Right.
Maitland,
Exactly.
because not only did he that was the name on there, he just walked into the store,
Yeah.
took stuff,
Took the
and
stuff and
left.
then left. Right. And no one else was in the store, by the way.
No one
It
else
was
was in the
closed.
store. The store was closed, so
Yeah.
I
So
have a very high there's a very high chance that he owned that store.
yeah, it's his store.
Yeah. And so on their way home, they get into a car accident, and sometime later they walk home and weird things start happening, like Adam gets sucked into like another universe for
Mm-hmm.
2 hours. They don't have
Mm-hmm.
reflections, and
Right.
there's a book for the recently deceased on their
Diseased.
mint. Did I say diseased?
No.
No, okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I said deceased.
For the recently diseased.
No,
Deceased.
I most of said deceased.
No,
Yes,
you
dead.
did. I was just
Dead.
trying to be
Dead
funny.
people.
Also, can I just say, very relatable that they have a what was it, a 2 week vacation and they're just staying home.
Yeah. I mean, I can
I love
relate.
that for them. I love
Uh,
that for them.
love that.
Because sometimes you just need a vacation and just stay home.
Yeah, you just need to like unwind,
Yeah, at home. I don't need to do it
because
anywhere else.
because let's be honest, if you go like out for a vacation, you're not really resting.
No, you're doing a bunch of
You're doing a
stuff
bunch
all
of stuff.
day.
And so a home vacation is like where it's
Hmm.
at.
Oh yeah, sleeping
You
until 11, eat Taco Bell, go to
hmm
bed late, go to bed
go
early, do whatever
go
the
to,
heck you want.
yeah, whatever you want, go on a
Whatever
walk,
you want.
go to
Right.
Target at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Right. Light it, buy a new candle, light it when you get home. Be there
Yeah,
to enjoy it for the week.
super fun. Super fun. That's what I'm planning on doing the like whole week of Christmas. I'm planning on taking off the entire week of Christmas and then the entire week after Christmas.
Oh,
So
I love that for you.
so I can just relax and like get
Yeah,
fully into Christmas mode.
do
Because
it.
if not, I will be working until like the day before Christmas, and then I'll have
Mm.
Christmas off the day after Christmas, and then the weekend, and then I'd have to go back to work for like 4 days, and then
Oh yeah.
there would be New Year's. So I'm just going to take off the whole week of and before
Yeah, why not?
and then get into like my full Christmas mode. But here we are talking about Christmas again. And so after they're like, we're dead, which I don't think that car accident would have killed them.
I don't think so either.
They weren't that high.
The river didn't look that deep.
It didn't look that deep, and then their windows weren't down, so I don't know how their car flooded so fast.
I
And then if
mean,
their windows were down, it would have made it easier to get out of the car.
you still got to get out of your seatbelt.
What?
Sometimes it malfunctions.
That's
I don't know.
fine. They would have
Yeah,
died.
it'll. Yeah, I think they would have been okay, but for the
They would have.
sake of the movie,
For the sake of the
they have
movie,
died.
they died. Meanwhile, an unknown figure is underground and laughs when he sees that the Maitlands are in the obituary.
That's awful.
It is. The next day, the Maitlands see Jane and her daughter. Yes,
I
and her
assume
daughter.
so.
It could be a niece. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows?
And they like come over, and they're all dressed in black, but they're unable to see the Maitlands when they're like waving at them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then later, a new family, the Dietz, consisting of Charles Dietz, his wife Delia, and Charles's daughter Lydia, begin to move into the Maitland's house.
That was so fast, by the way.
It was so fast. I feel like the day after they died, the house was sold.
Dude, I feel like that woman had that listing up and ready
Up, yes.
before um the bodies were even cold at that
I
point.
mean, she
She
had a.
heard there's an accident.
I mean, she had a buyer ready before they even died.
That is true. That is true. So that
So
listing has been up
it's been up.
somewhere.
Yes. And so Delia and her family move in. And also Delia's interior decorator, medium, whatever he is, Otho.
Yeah. He's
Uh,
like a do-it-all guy
he's a
kind of
jack
guy.
of all trades.
Yes, he
Like,
is.
if you bring up any job, he's done it.
Mm-hmm.
And so while Delia and Otho go through the house, marking up everything that they want to change, Adam and Barbara try to scare them, but since no one sees them, it doesn't work.
So funny,
They
by the way.
Yeah, they do, however, see when Adam closes the attic door, but like think nothing of it.
Oh yeah. Which is weird. Only by the
Very
attic are
weird.
they seen.
Like the attic is slammed door closed,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "That was weird," and just go
I
back
know.
downstairs.
Yeah, they're like, I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. And it's
Yeah,
like, if you think you saw something and you heard a door slam,
you probably saw
mm-mm.
something.
Yeah.
And so Barbara gets fed up with the Deets messing with her house, and so she walks out into the universe with the sand snakes, and Adam goes after her. And after they get attacked by one, they like fight it off and are able to get away.
Mm.
Sometime later, Delia is having the whole house remodeled and being awful to all of the workers.
Oh my
When
gosh. I hate
when
her,
I would quit on the spot.
honestly.
On the spot. Yeah, and then so Barbara and Adam see a flyer for someone called Beetlejuice. Their words, not mine.
Yes.
But it is spelled that way, so
It is.
don't blame them.
Does he not know how to write?
Probably not.
Is this a Leah Michelle moment?
Yeah, he's the original Leah Michelle. And so he advertises himself as a bioexorcist, but there's no contact information on it. Just his name written a bunch of times.
Marketing.
Marketing, good marketing, so hard to find.
Yes.
Jane comes over with a skeleton key to the house, so Lydia tries to go upstairs into the attic. Meanwhile, uh, Beetlejuice has a commercial on TV for his services where he tells them that they must say his name 3 times to render his services.
Yes.
But he says it so fast, it's kind of hard to like understand what he's saying. Like he speaks like an auctioneer.
Oh yeah. It's just constant.
Constant talking.
Yeah. I'd
Loves the
get
sound of
annoyed
his
with
voice.
myself if yeah.
And so, well, Lydia's trying to open the attic. They keep pushing the key out. And so, after keeping Lydia from getting into the attic, they turn to their handbook for answers and find a section for emergencies and end up in like an otherworldly social services office. And
Which how much does that suck? You die and you still have to deal with some type of
you
government.
still have to deal with bureaucracy? Spare me.
Right. If I gotta die and I gotta deal with that, don't kill me either.
Does
You
that mean
know?
that everyone goes to hell? Because, like, that's pretty much hell. Like, everyone just goes to hell.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And so Lydia goes down to her father. Shut up, Dash. Um, and tells him that the house is haunted because of what she's seen, but he refuses to listen.
Hmm.
In the like otherworldly social service office, Barbara and Adam are told that they will have to wait to see their caseworker because they don't have an appointment.
You're dead and you still gotta wait.
I mean, all you have is time.
That is true, but like when you find out how long they gotta wait.
Uh, we're never shown how long they waited, but they do eventually get to meet her, and
That is true.
she's extremely busy, like any caseworker would be.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
she tells them that they have to scare the deets away themselves, and to not
Hmm.
use Beetlejuice is his name
Yes.
because he is nothing but trouble and can only be brought back by calling his name 3 times.
Hmm.
She also doesn't tell them how to contact her when they ask.
No.
She just leaves.
No. Yeah. She's just all like, you won't find me, I'll find you,
I'll
basically.
find you. Yeah.
She's like, I don't want to deal with you guys any more than I have to, so I'll be the one contacting you.
So I will be leaving. In the living world, Lydia is able to get into the attic and finds the Maitland's book for the recently deceased because they literally leave it anywhere
Yeah.
all the time.
I don't, but like at the same time, I would get it because like they're ghosts and you would assume that that's like a ghostly item, so no one
Y-
else would be able to see it.
yes,
So like you could technically leave it anywhere because the family hasn't seen them.
true. 1 second. Let me go check on this dog.
Okay.
But yeah, the book seems to not be a ghostly book, just to be a regular book.
Yeah, it's just a regular book, which confusing, but okay.
Yeah, very confusing. Um, that seems like a flaw in the system.
Yeah, it does because they trip about it later,
Yeah,
but like you could have fixed it by making it
yeah,
a
that's a
ghostly
problem of
item only.
yeah, that's a problem of your own making. I don't know what to tell you about that.
Yeah, yeah. I just died, so I don't know what's going on,
Right,
but
I don't make these rules. You do.
yeah, I'm just following them.
And so later, Charles convinces his boss, Max, to come down to Connecticut because he sees large potential in investing in the property there.
Hmm.
Uh, Before the Maitlands try to scare the Deets with sheets and moaning, but no one cares until Lydia takes pictures of them and notices that they have no feet in the photos.
Actual ghosts.
Actual ghosts. And so now that she's taken this picture of them, and because she's read the book, she's able to see them.
Yes.
Because people who ignore the strange and unusual can't see ghosts, but she's aware now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for her.
She has the knowledge.
She has knowledge. See, this is a PSA to read your books, kids.
Yes. Yeah.
Always read your books.
Yeah. Why not? Find something you like. Read it.
Why not?
Hey,
What else do you have
I'm
to
I'm
do?
all for I'm all for reading. So you find something you like, you
Yeah,
stick to it.
yeah. Kelly's a nerd. She loves reading. I read occasionally.
I haven't been called a nerd in a very long time. Oh my gosh.
And so Lydia is enamored with them because, you know, they're ghosts.
Yeah, they're dead.
Who wouldn't be? Me. But she tells them that they need new material because they're not scary.
Mm-mm. I mean,
Lydia,
they kind of are, like at the beginning, but like nobody could see them.
no one can see that.
Yeah,
And this new material with the
with the
sheets was not working.
sheets. Yeah.
And so Lydia tries to tell Delia, but she like refuses to listen. So Adam decides that they need to contact Beetlejuice. Barbara says his name and they're transported into like their model town and they dig out his grave. Don't understand why.
Yes. Yeah. Also, how has he been in their model the whole time?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
And
That's
so yeah,
interesting.
they dig out his grave and he's giving like really creepy vibes.
Yeah.
So Barbara's like, "We're going home now."
Yeah. He like keeps getting at her, dude. It's awful.
He made out with her and then tried to make out with her again like 2 times.
Yeah. He keeps trying to grab at her.
It was
Ugh.
really bad, really
Yeah.
scary. Not not it,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Don't do that.
And so at the Dietz dinner party, Otho mentions that he used to work with Ghost. So Lydia brings up that the house is haunted. And um, Delia is like, no, 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 this house is not haunted.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like,
She's like, absolutely not. Don't listen to
just
her.
don't listen to her. It's just teenage angst. Like, no. And then while she's like, this house isn't haunted, everyone gets possessed and is forced to perform Deo. Well, and then their shrimp like attacks them.
Which that whole scene is very iconic. Midnight
Daylight
come
come
and you
and
want
you
to
won't
go
go home.
home.
Hilarious. And so Lydia then tells them that Lydia then goes upstairs after this performance and tells the Maitlands that everyone wants them to come down because they
Yeah,
found their possession very amusing.
yeah, they thought it was very scary,
Uh
and they were
huh.
waiting for everyone to leave the house. And then Lydia comes up, she's like, "Yeah, actually, they just want more.
Yeah, they're like,
They
can you
just
do
want,
this again?
yeah,
Like they're downstairs joking about it right now.
yeah, yeah. They're laughing up a storm. You're gonna be the talk about it for the rest of the night. Just come down."
Yeah, and so when the Maitlands refuse to come down, everyone leaves thinking that the ghosts are fake, which doesn't make
Bruh,
any
y'all
sense.
were just possessed,
You were just possessed
and you knew it.
and attacked
So
by shrimp hands.
right. How do you think that how do you even like try to logic that, bro?
And so the Dietz and Otho then force their way upstairs, and the Maitlands are gone, but they have yet again left their book out, which Otho takes. Beetlejuice then decides to try to scare everyone and turns himself into a snake and attacks the Dietz.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara then appears and says Beetlejuice's name 3 times and makes him miniature again.
Yeah, he like binds him back to the little miniature.
To the little mini town thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Their caseworker, I think her name is Estelle.
Yes.
Sure. She then drags the Maitlands back to her office because they let Beetlejuice out, they got photographed, and they let Otho get a hold of their handbook.
Yeah.
She tells them that they have to get the Deets out by any means necessary, so they turn themselves into monsters to try to scare them away. In the land of the living, Otho tells the Deets that Charles's boss is coming, and so they must make the ghosts appear. While Lydia is writing a suicide note for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, like I get the teenage angst, but what even triggered that?
And like while she's writing it, instead of saying that she's gonna jump to her death, she's like, "No, that's not dramatic enough," and scribbles it out.
Yeah.
She's like,
Plummet.
"I,
I'm
I
gonna
will
plummet to my
plummet
death.
to my death."
I mean, good for her. She wants to go out in flair, in style. So
Yeah,
you
I
write your
mean,
suicide letter how you want, girly.
however you want to.
Yeah.
So she takes it upstairs and sees Beetlejuice in the little model town, who tries to make her say his name 3 times, but Barbara stops her before she's able to do it.
Yeah.
The Dietz and Otho then begin to make a presentation for Charles's boss, Maxie. And
Interesting
when
name.
interesting for a grown adult to
Yeah.
have the name Maxie. When Lydia tells them that the Maitlands don't want to be spectacles, and so Otho decides to summon them and uses their wedding clothes and the handbook to do so. To Lydia's surprise, it actually works.
Yeah, it actually works. This man is able to get them from the attic downstairs.
Yeah, but it also is like simultaneously exorcising them.
Yeah.
But I
And
don't
then
know
he
how
did.
that works.
Yeah, because I thought he was just summoning them.
He was just summoning them, and then they started to be exorcised, and I was like,
Yeah.
weird. Like nothing he's saying sounds like anything that would exorcise them.
Mm-mm. It sounded like he was just trying to raise them.
Yeah,
And I'm just like, okay, that makes sense. But I don't know why that would kill them again.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Weird, weird.
Weird.
And so Lydia runs upstairs and calls on Beetlejuice to save them, and he agrees if she agrees to marry him. This
Oh,
teenage girl.
this teenage girl. I don't know if the laws are different for the dead, but you do not marry a minor.
No,
No.
weirdo.
Weirdo.
And so she says his name 3 times, and he begins to like wreak havoc on the people of the house. He like
Hmm.
seemingly kills Maxie and his wife.
Yes! Yeah. It looks to be that way, honestly. And we don't get an explanation.
We'd never find out what happened to those people.
No, no. They're
Um,
just gone.
and then he begins a wedding ceremony while Barbara and Adam try to say his name 3 times, but he keeps like doing stuff to like send them away or stop them from talking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But before they can be married, Barbara returns on a sandworm and it eats Beetlejuice. And so, yay.
Yay!
Sometime later, Lydia is leaving school, and when she returns home, she tells the Maitlands that she got a C on her science test because she refused to dissect a frog, which the frog is already dead, so you might as well learn. Uh,
Yeah, it's not. You're not killing it again. It
yeah, you're
is
not.
kind of weird cutting into something dead, but we all do it.
We all do it.
Yeah.
We did it at our school. We did it on multiple different animals.
Yeah, we did. We did a frog. Did we do a frog?
We did a frog. We did a fish. We did a starfish. We did something else. I can't
Didn't we do
remember.
like a worm at one point?
No, I
I
think
remember it.
someone. I think someone found a worm inside of their fish.
Oh, okay. Because I just remember one time having to use a bunch of the pins to like have the skin stay
Hmm.
back, and it was long. I don't remember if I'm mixing that up with the fish or something, but
And like, don't like freak out when I say this, y'all. But like, I was really good at dissecting. I got an A on all of my dissections.
yeah, you know what
Like,
I'm
I was
saying.
scary good at dissect. Like, it was a little
It
frightening.
just made sense.
Yeah, I
You
was like,
just
of
look
course
at it and
this.
you're like, oh,
I'm like, like you just look over to your little diagram, and you're like, oh, of course
right,
that's this. That's this. This goes there.
exactly. It's not weird, guys.
It's not
It
weird.
just makes
It's
sense. Okay,
science.
it's science.
It's science. But yeah, she got a C on her science test, and then she got an A on her math test, and so
Can't
they allow
relate.
her to levitate and dance with other ghosts. Super fun, super cute.
Super cute. Better parents
Um,
than her actual parents.
Meanwhile, Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, by the way, the Maitlands and the Deets are living in the same house together.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know
And
how it's
they're
working.
yeah, and they're the not the Deets.
The
How do you say the last
Maitlands.
name? The Maitlands.
Maitlands.
They're allowed to decorate the home back to how they had it.
Back to how they had it.
Yeah, and I don't know where in the house the Deets are, but they're there.
They're there.
Upstairs somewhere. It's not that big of a house.
Maybe they completely
Oh,
renovated the upstairs. They like built like a kitchen up there,
yeah.
and like you
I
get the
mean, they did
bottom, we get the
they
top.
did expand the house, so maybe they made it like two levels.
A
They take the
duplex.
upstairs.
They made a
Yeah,
duplex.
right. Right. Right.
Well, either way, they seem to be living happily together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Beetlejuice is in the afterlife like waiting room, and after stealing the number of a witch doctor, he has his head shrunken
Yes.
because Beetlejuice's number was like 9,900
It was, yeah.
million.
It was
It was a
high.
it was high, and the witch doctor had four, and
Poor,
so
yeah.
he stole the witch doctor's number, and
Also,
that's
the guy next to him also had his head shrunken. But if the witch doctor's number is 4, how did his head get shrunken?
maybe he tried to steal his number too, and the witch doctor was like,
Okay.
nope, and took his number
Yeah.
back.
Okay. All right.
Who knows? But that's the end of the movie. So,
Yay.
Kelly, are you ready for the movie facts?
Yes, I am.
So, when Barbara and Adam are in the office, a voice on the PA system announces Flight 409 is arriving at Gate 3. United Airlines Flight 409 crashed into a mountain in Wyoming on October 6, 1955, killing all passengers and crew aboard. At the time, it was one of the worst plane crashes in history. And to this day, no one knows why it crashed. And they just threw that in the movie.
That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like saying if like Beetlejuice was made today, they said the flight number for like the plane
Malaysian
that hit
flight, whatever.
that or the
That no
planes
one
that it hit.
that no one was even able to find. Yeah, that one.
Right, right, that one.
Or the 9/11
It's
planes.
or the 9/11 planes, all three of them.
Yes.
Like that's like the equivalent. Like that's
Yeah.
awful.
That's awful.
Oh no! Imagine
Let's
you're one of those families that lost somebody and they say the flight number and you're
yeah,
listening and you hear it and
you're like, what was that?
like, excuse me, you're gonna have to run that by me one more time.
Let's move over to some happier fare.
Yes.
This is This is Michael Keaton's favorite movie that he's ever filmed.
Really?
Yes.
That's
He
cute.
also ad-libbed 90% of his lines, which is kind of apparent because
Understandable.
he was just
Yeah.
blabbering the
Yeah. At
entire
that
time.
point, he's talking way too fast. You don't even know what he's saying.
Yes. The studio originally wanted to call the film Ghost or House Ghost. And
Hmm.
so, as a joke, Tim Burton suggested the name Scared Sheetless and was horrified when the studio actually liked it.
No.
But
When you're joking, but they take you
they
seriously.
take you seriously.
No. Oh my gosh, that's
Um,
awful.
Beetlejuice was the first DVD ever sent by Netflix in 1998. You know when they used to
Really?
send you CDs or
Yes.
DVDs. Yes,
Yes. Honestly, I learned about Netflix because my grandma was getting movies sent to her house.
I
That's how I
learned
heard
about it.
about.
I learned about it because we went over to my uncle's house one time, and he had like a whole bunch of like loose DVDs, and we were like, "Why do you
Mhm.
have so many loose DVDs?" He was like, "I ordered
Right.
them on Netflix," and he was
Yeah,
like,
and
"You
you're
was."
like, what the heck is
I
Netflix?
was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, you essentially don't even have to return them," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, honestly, like the return policy back then, you could
I'm
get away with
so
it.
shocked that Netflix became a thing because
Honestly, I
their
wonder how
biz
much money they lost.
their business strategy was so bad. Like you could
Yeah.
rent a DVD and you could keep it for however long you wanted.
Yeah.
There was no return
Mm-mm.
policy.
Mm-mm. That return policy was so loose.
So loose.
And you didn't have like a limit at like how many you could have at one time.
Yeah, I'm convinced there are people to this day that still have the old Netflix DVDs.
I would not be surprised.
I
because
wouldn't be
like
surprised.
I like our family. We have some VHS, and like we've we have some from our local video store that we just never returned. So like, and they were stricter than Netflix, way more strict. So like, of
You prob
course somebody has some Netflix
I'm sure if you walked into
DVDs out
that
there.
place, I'm sure if you walked into that place right now and they looked up your account, the overcharge bill would be astronomical.
Well, they went out of business, so
I
they're
wonder
fine.
why. I wonder.
Hey, I'm sure I was
you
not the
racked up
only one who was doing
you
that.
racked up $15,000 worth of bills, Kelly.
No, it wasn't even that many. I
They
swear, there's like three that we have.
three, and then you get charged for every day
Yeah, you
that you don't
do.
return it. Yeah, I'm probably right. It's probably about $15,000 worth of bills.
Oh my goodness. Also, Netflix, tell me how you got to be how big you are today because you started out awful.
Awful
It was a
business
great
strategy.
idea, but like
In
business
theory,
wise,
it was a
yeah.
great idea.
Yes, yes. And it was because, you obviously got to where you are now, but like, how did y'all make it work?
And also to this day, I don't understand how Redbox is still a thing.
You know
Like,
what? I feel
like,
like I haven't
like,
seen as many red box like kiosk things anymore
like
though.
back in the day, like that was like Redboxes were popping. Like that was a
Oh my god,
good business
yeah.
strategy. Like $1
Yeah.
for a day rental. But now, like no one uses DVDs anymore, so I don't know why
No.
Redboxes are still a thing.
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
they?
Maybe it's the game aspect as well, but even then you download a bunch of stuff now.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, they're still out there. Like good on you, but like
Good on you, Redbox.
how are y'all surviving?
How are you staying alive? Please email
Right.
us and let us know.
Right, please.
And then last one. The casting of Lydia came down to just two actresses,
Mhm.
Winona Ryder and Alyssa Milano. And then, of course, Winona Ryder won the role.
Yeah, of course. I love that for Winona.
I could not see Alyssa Milano in this movie.
Me neither. I mean, that would be interesting for sure.
Also, I was yesterday years old when I found out that Alyssa Milano and Winona Ryder were in the same age range.
Oh my gosh. That's awful. Also,
Yeah.
Winona was 17 when she filmed this.
Mm. So how
Or at
old
least
was?
when it came out.
Okay.
So she was maybe 16 when they started filming. Go off,
Wow.
queen.
16 and leading a movie. Good for
I
you.
know. Good for you, Winona.
Get that bag.
Right. Also, she
Not the
knows.
ones you stole, but that.
Yeah, not yeah, but also I love that she. I don't even want to say typecast because I feel like she enjoys every movie that she films, and like all the films that she's been in, they're just like perfect. She's just built for like certain movies, and she like knows that.
I think
She
I've
knows
only
it.
ever seen her in Tim Burton films. So,
Right. Or
does she
like
do other movies?
yeah, she did other movies. I mean, she did that one recently with well, not recently, but with Keanu Reeves.
She did a movie with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Never heard of it. Okay.
Yeah,
But we
she
all know
does other stuff,
Netflix does a terrible job at, you know,
promoting their own stuff.
promoting their movies.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was great. So now it's time for the question, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Is this movie iconic?
Yes,
Mhm.
definitely iconic.
Yes.
It's a great Halloween movie. It is. It's not one of those scary Halloween movies or like one of those like typical ones with like because they're ghosts, whatever. It's just it's funny. It's so funny.
Hmm.
The Deo is iconic. The end scene is also iconic. The guy with the shrunken head was a meme.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Love
Winona
this movie.
Ryder,
Love
great movie.
love this movie so much. I will be watching it at least like three more times this spooky season. Um, but yeah, love this movie. I need I need a sequel.
Ooh,
I think I need a sequel.
controversial.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is one of the few movies where I feel like a sequel could work.
is needed, or could
Yeah.
work. Okay.
I feel like it could
You
work.
want all new characters, or you want one person from the original?
I just want Beetlejuice.
You just want
Every
Beetlejuice?
everyone else can change.
Okay.
I mean, everyone else would have to change because Alec, Adam, and the people who played Adam and Barbara don't look the same anymore.
Mm.
So that wouldn't work. I mean, maybe we could bring in Winona Ryder for like a
Like a little
cameo.
cameo.
But other than
Yeah,
that,
I
I
feel like you'd
want.
have to bring in Winona at least once.
But other than that, I'd want a
Everyone
whole
else
new
can
cast.
change.
Everyone
Okay,
else can change.
fair.
Okay, Kelly, what are your recommendations for this week?
Okay, I've got three recommendations.
Oh, look at you.
They're all songs.
Okay.
First one is Unholy, featuring Kim Petras by Sam Smith.
Mm,
You've heard it. If you've been on TikTok,
yes.
it's been everywhere.
Yes, I've heard it.
Finally came out. It's actually pretty good. I love the choir parts in that. Just like it just makes it. Um, Second one is Crescent Moon by Connor Albert and James Smith.
Mm.
It's a cute little indie pop moment. Really cute. I love it. It kind of like references the DreamWorks animation kid.
Oh, the one fishing? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It,
Yeah.
it like references him, and like when I first like listened to it, I was like, DreamWorks.
DreamWorks?
um, and then my last one is Skylight by Gabrielle Aplin. Cute little
Oh,
love song.
okay.
Listen to it. They're all great. And what about you, Jordan?
I also have three. I have one
Ooh,
show, one movie, one song.
covering all the bases.
All the bases. Um, my first one is Interview with the Vampire on
Of
AMC.
course, of course.
I watched the first episode. I signed up for a free trial for AMC Plus so I can watch the first episode early.
Of course you did.
It's gay as fuck. I love it.
Woo!
I love it.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Give us what we want.
Great story. I loved how they changed up Louis. Love it.
Oh,
I love that
okay.
he's not a slave owner anymore. Love that.
Oh.
Um yeah, and then the acting is good, the production is good. I'm really invested. Really
Love that for
invested.
you. I mean, you were super hyped for it anyway.
I was so ready for this show. And now I want the second episode now.
Uh-oh.
I will be rewatching the first episode when it premieres on AMC tonight, just so I can give it a view. Just
Mm-hmm.
just to like
Mm-hmm.
up the views.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. So yeah, everyone please watch Interview with the Vampire on AMC. Comes on Sundays at 10 p.m. I know that's late, but you can do
You
it.
can do it.
You can do
Just
it.
go to bed right after.
Yeah, go to bed. Like as soon as it ends, just turn off the TV and
Yeah,
roll over.
yeah. For like the last 20 minutes, do like your skincare and whatever,
Hmm.
and then like go to bed right after.
Right after. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
My second recommendation is Hocus Pocus 2. I watched it on Friday.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Oh, okay. For sequels, it's pretty
For
good.
for a sequel, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Will I actively go out to watch it again? Probably not. But
Mm,
if it's like on TV eventually, I'll
you'll
watch
watch it.
it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
that's
go.
good.
I'm not gonna go on my Disney Plus and like actively search to watch this movie. But like, if it comes
Mm,
on TV, I'll watch it.
yeah.
And then my last recommendation is Like It by Summer Walker, and his name is Black, but he starts it with a six. And so people on Twitter like to call him Six Lack, but but it's Black.
I love that.
It's hilarious. It's a good song. It's a really good song. It's off of Summer Walker's magnum opus, Over It. So
Yes.
go ahead and give that a listen. But that's it for me. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and Instagram. They're both at SY2YI Podcast. You can also send us your movie stories or your movie requests at our email, sy2yipodcast@gmail.com. Did you
Mm-hmm.
work on this movie? I would say, were you in this movie? But barely anyone was in this movie. So,
Yeah, I mean,
bro,
it's just like literally the cast itself, and
yeah,
not
it's
a lot of background
not a lot
characters.
of background characters. There's like
But
that.
Winona, if you are listening,
If you are listening, I'm so sorry I joked about your shoplifting days.
it was a
but
moment of weakness. I'm
but
sorry.
we have to laugh to keep from crying, don't we?
Exactly, exactly. That's how we live.
But yeah, the only background characters I can think of were like the people in the like social security office.
Mm.
That one which most of those could have just been like not animatronics, but like fake
Oh
bodies.
no, yeah, 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 yeah.
Um
Probably.
and then that
Oh, the
old
dinner party.
that old man outside of
Oh yeah, the hardware store.
the hardware store, and then like the girls at the
The
school at the end of the
school.
movie.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was it.
yeah. That is it. There's not too many.
There's not too many background people,
Oh,
so we're not gonna hear from any background people.
yeah. We're not. We're not.
Yeah. Also, if you are like in charge of like a studio, and I don't remember what studio made this movie, but like we're putting our hat into the ring that we would like you to consider a
Yeah,
sequel.
yeah, yeah.
Consider
We
it.
don't have to like commit or anything. We just want to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
have pay someone to draft up a script.
Mm-hmm.
If the script is promising, hand it over to Michael Keaton and let's see what happens.
Yeah. Why
If
not?
Michael Keaton isn't in, it's not happening. But
Yeah. Sorry.
just
Because we have to have the original Beetlejuice.
yeah, just give him the
Come on
option.
now.
Give him the option.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so you can reach us at sy2ipodcast@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to share this with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Anchor, wherever you listen to podcasts.
So
And
many places.
don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars.
Please and thank you.
If you listen to the Haunted Mansion episode, don't rate us. We're gonna have to re-record
Yeah,
that.
we know. We
We
understand.
know. We understand.
We
Uh, it was all Kelly's fault, just so you know.
Hey, I have a very valid excuse.
She
No,
doesn't.
I'm not even gonna say excuse. I'm gonna say reason. I have a very valid reason.
She was right the first time. It is an excuse,
It is
and
not an excuse.
it was not valid. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank
Stay safe,
you.
y'all.
Stay safe.
Get your flu shots, your booster shots. Have a good spooky season. Watch as many of the movies as you can,
Mm-hmm.
because we all know it goes by so fast.
And then my 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 favorite time of year starts. It
Not
then
until after
starts.
Thanksgiving.
It begins.
Not until after
No,
Thanksgiving.
please. Ah.
Not until around 6 or 7 o'clock on November 24th.
20. Okay.
It doesn't start.
Okay.
Just so you know.
All right. All right.
Well, everyone stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.